All right, folks. I'm hoping you're watching this before you watch the original video on how to put these together. I've made some changes that I think are very important. And the first thing I would like to mention is in the original video I talk about using PolySeamSeal or DAP Alex caulking on the tops of the door and on the top itself. I found over time is that it is a caulking. It doesn't set up brittle or hard. It's real soft. So if it gets hit in any way, it gets damaged and it exposes the wood underneath to water, and water is your enemy. So what I've changed to is I use Titebond Titebond glue, and I use it as a paint. And you can see on this piece right here, see how it looks wet down here? This is the interior. I do this on the interior, and I do it along all the edges here and here, and I'm basically painting it on. Do it along this edge here, because what I've found is that when houses came back to me, people invariably have left the roof off in some way and water has gotten in. And if you seal this up on the inside, if the water starts to run in, it can't get in directly. This is the height of the door, so if it starts to actually fill up with water, the water would get up to about this level and then start to pour out the door. The base over here has been completely coated and painted in it. And consequently, on the exterior, well, let me back up. So if the top gets opened up, water can actually get in, but not do severe damage unless it's there for a very long period of time. Exterior-wise, I've started doing the same thing out here, you can see. And this is for splatter. Because obviously the water comes off the roof, splatters up, gets on the wood. I also do it along all of these edges. You just take a paintbrush and this particular type of dispenser, put the paintbrush down and just put out a bead, a line, and then it just coats it right on there. So that all of the edges, here, 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 have been exposed to or covered up with this paint so that no water can get to the edges, because that's a real opening the way that plywood is built. And as I mentioned, this is the piece that's going to go underneath here when I start to assemble it. You can tell that it's been painted here and here, because what's going to happen is when this is on, water comes off, it falls down, splatters up on the inside here, comes off the side, splatters here. So what you want to do is basically you're waterproofing as much as you can. Now you still want to use the PolySeamSeal anywhere you put two pieces together. And you'll see that in the original video. When you put one piece up against, anytime you've got two pieces joining, you want that sealant in there. So you build the pieces, you paint them, then you assemble them. Once the PolySeamSeal has dried where the seams meet, then you paint it and you're ready to go.